Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind. Last time when we left off we had sort of kicked off the Siege at Firemoth plugin. We're going to wait a while to actually attempt to accomplish that. In the meantime, let's see what all we can find here in Seyda Neen. We've got just where we chose our race here at the dock. We can get a couple of travel lanterns, just like there.
Anytime now.
This stuff outside is not considered stealing, in case you were curious.
Anytime now.
You can find some alchemy ingredients, mushrooms growing on the trees. If we head over here, we can actually get our first brief little taste of combat. There's usually one solitary mud crab hiding back here. Considering that I don't have any armor yet and I'm sitting at level 1, I'm not gonna try to do much except chop it to death with a spear. Now, mud crabs are the weakest creatures in the game, so if there's anything that we can take at level 1, this is it. But we just want to be careful about it. If you remember my written guide, I would frequently do things like let it wail on me until my health had fully dropped, that sort of thing. To some well, I suppose I am still going to do that to start the long, slow, terrible process of raising unarmored. But, let's grab this travel lantern. Careful, don't want to raise acrobatics beyond the 10 I already have. If we get to this tree stump right by the lighthouse, there's a silverware cup and 25 gold hidden inside. But that's not all. Your best Billy Mays voice. God damn it. Trying to get up here too because inside this tree stump is an iron shard axe, which would be a pretty good desperate emergency oh shit button in the event I run into anything that's resistant to normal weapons, because obviously you'd rather fuck up your character development a bit than die. Given those two choices, retooling your character development is preferable. So there are a lot of cushion levels that we can work with if something goes wrong in our plan. But it's certainly not the end of the world if we have to do something a little early. Okay, I think I remember how to do this. If we want to get onto those rocks without dramatically raising our acrobatics well beyond what I'm ready to do, we need to dip into the lighthouse. We'll thoroughly explore it later, so just bust on through up to the top exit for now. Let's see what we got here. The real goal simply being to drop down on top of these rocks without taking damage, and then to jump up to this tree stump so we can nick this iron shard axe. Alright. Good job, team. There's that mud crab, so let's gather a few more ingredients while our fatigue recharges. Now, a mud crab is weak enough. I'm going to try to chop him to death, and the way I'm going to do combat is this. I'm going to use my weakest attack, which with this weapon is, doesn't matter, a chop or a slash. I'll do chop because it's easiest. It's standing still. Until he's within 1 hit of dying. And then I will let him chew on me until I'm within 1 hit of dying, which is to say I'll get as much unarmored experience as possible. And once that's done, I will then finish him off. Hopefully we'll be able to do this with just some good experience in spear and in unarmored. As you can see, it's an open question whether I'm going to have to let him chew on me at all. Unlike Oblivion and Skyrim, Morrowind uses dice rolls to determine whether or not you hit. It doesn't matter that I'm clearly smacking my spear directly into the mud crab. The game is still rolling dice in the background to determine whether or not I hit. Alright, so while 1 more hit would raise my unarmored to 6, 1 more hit will also kill me. Let's finish him off. Now, I don't want stuff to be respawning just yet, so let's leave the corpse intact, and instead keep on searching for stuff. Out here in Seyda Neen. Basically just a lot of alchemy ingredients to track down. Now, if memory serves, that solo mud crab should be the only thing actually within the boundaries of the town that's trying to screw with us. But I don't know that for sure, so we've got to be careful. Naturally. Let's head up here. I think I already harvested all those, which is good. Now, for healing, I have 2 options at the moment. I can use my Hearth Heal spell, but that's going to raise Restoration, which I'm not ready to do yet. So, what we need to do is find ourselves a nice place to go heal up. Or at least before we engage in any more combat. We're fine for now. So, let's harvest all this. Let's go exploring over here. And let's chat with this fellow, Irene Lenim. You're new to Seyda Neen, right? I'm Irene Lenim. I'm sure you have questions. Go ahead, ask. I have plenty of time. Background. I am Irene Lenim, commoner. Latest rumors. I've heard that the local tax collector, Processus Vitellius, is missing. No surprise. Really, he wasn't well liked around here. Little advice. Phew, you're bitter green, Outlander. Might as well wear a sign, new in town. Word of advice, buy a little goodwill. Lose a few drakes, gain a friend. Folks will loosen up if you spread a little of the Emperor's gold around. Little secret. If someone attacks you first, you have the right to defend yourself. If someone doesn't attack you first, you're going to break the law if you attack him. My trade. I am a commoner. I do whatever needs doing. Cooking, cleaning, building, baking, making, breaking. And by your accent, I can tell you are an Outlander. Since you are new to these parts, perhaps you'd like me to share a little local lore. Services. Get food and sundries from Ariel's trade house. It's also where you'll find anyone who offers training. Not much else in the way of services in this damp little squat. Someone in particular. The Altmer Ariel runs Ariel's trade house, so Kusia Sergala is the chief agent at the Census and Excise offices. Specific place. Not much here. Ariel's trade house, the Census and Excise offices, that's the Coast Guard too, and the lighthouse, and that's it. Siltstrider service goes to Vivek, Balmora, Nissus, and Saran. The road goes north past Pelagiad to Balmora, and east to Vivek, and southeast to Ebonheart. Well, thanks, Irene. That was all.
Listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Actually quite helpful. So here is the level 20 locked door to Irene Lenim's shack. It is pickable. So let me allow my fatigue to max out. and do this. I should also point out that the formula for armorer is bugged. You will actually be much better able to repair your equipment if you drain your fatigue all the way down. Now, I know it doesn't make any sense, but it is the way they programmed it. Actually, before I forget, I do need to go check and see if
Go ahead.
the 45 level lock here is too complex for me or not. I'm guessing that it is, but I don't know for sure. Yep, lock too complex. And your crime has been reported. Bad and bad. Of course, I did forget to try and repair the halberd. So, first bit of save scumming. We'll dart off screen for this. When I come back, I will have repaired my iron halberd with the hammer I'm carrying, and I will have picked open Irene Lenim's shack, so I'll be right back. Alright folks, we're back. It took me 2 repairs to get the iron halberd in full condition, and Irene Lenim's shack is now unlocked. We'll actually mess with the shack later. Fine-Mouth's shack is unlocked by default, which means Fine-Mouth is inside. You'll typically find in towns that a shack that's locked, you can find the person wandering around out in town. That is the case with Foreign Gilnith's shack. Now here is Indrel Rathryan's shack, which we should be able to open. It's only lock level 15. I'll give it 3 or 4 tries and then cut the video again if need be. If the game is being uncooperative, as it seems to be right now. One more and then I'll cut the video and come back when I'm done save scumming. Alright, be right back as soon as this one's unlocked. Just like that, Indrel Rathryan's shack is unlocked, and, more importantly, security increased to 11. First of many, but definitely welcome, for sure. Alright, let's get back to it. We'll explore inside people's houses later. So here's Ariel's trade house, which you've already seen. But do note, we can grab this travel lantern, first of all. We can also grab this one. The lower level here has a lock level 70 door, but we don't even need to try. We already know we can't unlock that. If we can't even do 45. Let's do check right quick.
What's this about?
Just to see whether getting to 11 security is enough to pick the lock on the warehouse or not. Now be aware when I run these checks, the first time that it doesn't say lock too complex, I will literally have a 1 in 100 chance of picking the lock. So there will be a lot of off-screen saves coming in those situations, but that's alright, just is what it is. Now let me make sure I didn't miss anybody I could talk to. Nope. Here is Indrel Rathryan. Let's talk to her, see if she has anything new to say. Well, hello, Travis. I'm Indrel Rathryan. This is Seyda Neen, swamp fever capital of the world. I suppose you're wondering what's going on here. I can tell you where the services are. There aren't many. And I can tell you the latest rumors unless you've already heard them. Background. I am Indrel Rathryan, commoner. Little advice. Some rough customers come into town now and then for supplies. I think they might be smugglers and bandits holed up locally. Be doing a public service to clean them up and might find yourself some nice loot in the bargain. Little secret. You're an outlander. Maybe you don't know about the kinds of Daedric ruins we have here in Morrowind. Daedra cults worship the bad Daedra. You can learn more about that at the temple. Anyway, long ago, before the temple put a stop to it, people used to worship bad Daedra, Molag Bal, Malakath, Sheogorath, and Mehrunes Dagon at Daedra shrines. But lately, since the Empire came in, Some people have taken up worshipping the bad Daedra at these old sites, and I warn you, these are dangerous places. My trade. Services. Soul's Thyme. Someone in particular. Specific place. That's everything. So, nothing new there,
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
which is fine. Terrorice Gervain's house is unlocked, so we'll go in there and chat with her. Here's everyone's favorite wood elf, Fargoth. Are you the one that boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of the day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. So... just a second. Just keeping some notes as I go. Background. I am Fargoth, commoner. Ring. I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring, family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Your journal has been updated. No, sorry, no ring. Or yes, I found it. Here, take it. Go ahead and give it to him, because you'll get it back anyway. And, it's good to have people on your side. You found it! Amazing! Thank you, thank you. You are now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now. Your journal has been updated. Engraved Ring of Healing has been removed from your inventory. Ring. Yes, thank you for finding it. Those guards better look out.
If there is anything I can do, I am humbly at your service.
So if we look at the journal, it says, I have met a Bosmer named Fargoth who claims the Imperials have stolen a ring of his. He would like it back. I have returned the engraved Ring of Healing to Fargoth. He was overjoyed to have it back and promised to mention my name to the trader here in town, Ariel. Okay, let's go over here. We've got Vodunius Nucius's house with lock level 30, which is currently too complex. We've got Teleri Helvey, who we can speak to. Background. I am Teleri Helvey, commoner. Little advice. We see a lot of new faces like yours here in Seyda Neen. If you're hoping to stand out from the crowd, you need to practice a lot to improve your skills. And if you want to increase your general level of competence, focus on your major skills, the ones most important to your trade. That way you'll advance more quickly. And another little tip newcomers forget. Always carry a little food so you can freshen up when fatigue gets you down. Eat a little and you can feel your energy coming back. Little secret. My trade, services, Soul's Thyme, someone in particular, specific place. Nothing new there. Here is Eldefire's house with a level 25 lock. I'm not sure if that's too much for us or not.
Make it quick, Outlander.
It is not. We can pick the level 25 lock. I'm going to do that off screen because that's going to be tough. But first, let's speak with Vodunius Nucius. Yes, what do you want? If you're looking to get out of Seyda Neen, I'll be happy to give you a little advice. Background. I am Vodunius Nucius, commoner. Imperial, latest rumors, little advice. New here? Take the Silt Strider to Vivek or Balmora. Fast and cheap, no trouble with wild animals and smugglers and bandits and outlaws. Go see Darve Mlaren over at the Strider Port, over the bridge and east along the water. And tell her Vodunius Nucius sent you. My trade, services, someone in particular, Soul's Thyme, specific place, Vodunius Nucius. Right, that's me. If you decide to take the Silt Strider, tell Darve Mlaren I sent you. Just a moment. All right. Well, no point in waiting. Let's just suck it up and do this. Not only did our lockpick fail, but we were spotted.
Outlander.
Stranger.
Kind of need these two to wander away before I mess around with that anymore. So, let's finish dialoguing. We've got 2 more people to talk to. Here is Eldifier. Let's chat with her.
I could spare a moment or two.
I haven't seen your high elf face before. Would you like a little advice, or are you looking for someone in particular? Note that her disposition starts at 50. That's the same race 5-point boost that I mentioned at character creation. Background. I am Eldifier, commoner. Latest rumors, little advice. You look like you can take care of yourself. Then why don't you do something about those smugglers in Adamasartus Cave? It's right over there near the Siltstrider port. Yet these guards, look at them, just strutting around. Someone must have paid them to ignore the smuggling going on here. Little secret. How do you recognize a Daedric shrine? Well, they've got long, funny names like Ashurnavidi or Zain Terraris. Some are well-known sites like Aldsotha and Balfell, and stone and architecture is unmistakable. Big, dark, gray-green stone ruins, funny angles, funny markings and patterns on the stone, weird oval crooked doors, and inside all funny angles. My trade, services, Solstheim, someone in particular, specific place, and we learn the topic, Altmer. We Altmer, proud, wise, and beautiful. The Empire is built on the arts, crafts, and sciences of the High Elves. Our pure blood protects us from disease and makes us superior spellcrafters. Neat. Alright. So if we head up the road just a tick, we find a couple more mushrooms we can harvest. And we find Darvaim Flaren, the caravaner. Let's chat with her. This is the seaport village of Seyda Neen, Outlander, in the Bitter Coast region. I'm a caravaner, and I manage the Siltstrider port here. Tell me your destination if you're looking for a ride, or if you're new to Seyda Neen, I can help you with local services or any specific place in Seyda Neen you're looking for. Or if you want someone in particular, maybe I know where to look. So you'll notice she has the travel option. This is one of the only methods of quote-unquote fast travel in the game. Pay gold, she can take us to Balmora, Vivek, Suran, or Nissus. We won't be traveling for a while. Background. I am Darvaim Flaren, caravaner. Destination. I can take you by Siltstrider from Seyda Neen to Balmora, Vivek, Nissus, and Suran. Latest rumors, little advice. Well, most Outlanders stick close to the Imperial Guilds and the Legions, but you might consider service in one of the Dunmer Great Houses. They aren't real fond of Outlanders, and you have to look around hard for a patron, someone who'll speak for you, help you advance to the higher ranks. But the Great Houses are where the real opportunities are. House Slalu and House Redoran are pretty reasonable. House Telvanni, the Wizard House, they're another story. Of course, House Telvanni is the one I intend to join. And we learn the topic Dunmer. We are the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people of Morrowind. The Westerners call us Dark Elves, but we prefer to call ourselves Dunmer. Little secret. My trade. I'm a caravaner. I can transport you by Siltstrider to various destinations for a modest fee. Services. Siltstrider. Siltstriders carry passengers. We already heard that. Never mind. Solstheim. Someone in particular. Vodunius Nucius. Oh, yes, he steers business my way, and I do him a little favor now and then. Poor fellow, I don't think he's happy here in Morrowind. Your journal has been updated. Darvaim Flaren mentioned that she didn't think Vodunius Nucius was happy here. And we got a miscellaneous quest, Vodunius Nucius. We actually got a miscellaneous quest for Fargoth's Ring, too, but it resolved while we were in dialogue with him when we gave the ring back, so we were never able to see it in the journal. But there we go. So now we've got 2 more doors to check, plus we know we at least need to pick the lock on Eldifier's house, and then we'll have cleared out the exterior of Seyda Neen. Talked to everybody, done everything we can do. We can start looting interior cells, which is always nice. So look at the signage, Seyda Neen here. To the west, we have Hlaod and Narmak. To the east, we have Pelagiad, Vivek, Ebonheart, and Balmora. Balmora, of course, is where we're supposed to go. Here's Drayron Theralis' house, unlocked, so presumably he's inside. Here's Fargoth's house, which, like Eldifier's, carries a level 25 lock. So, Well, before I do that, let me talk to Vodunius Nucius again. We can resolve his quest. Nice and fast. Let's talk to him. What? Vodunius Nucius. Not happy here? In fact, no, I'm not. If I had 100 drakes, I'd be on the next boat to Narcissus. I came here to make my fortune, and all I've got is this cursed ring. Say, would you give me 100 drakes for it? The ring itself is worth more than that, but the enchantment is cursed, and no one will buy it from me. It has a nifty little enchantment that helps you run faster. Problem is, it sucks the blood right out of you every time you use it. Please, you'll be doing me a real favor. Here's 100 drakes, give me the ring. Thank you, you're a lifesaver. I'll grab the next boat out of here. Thanks again, and I hope your luck here is better than mine was. Your journal has been updated, Nucius's cursed ring has been added to your inventory, 100 gold has been removed from your inventory. Now, I don't think, despite it being unique, I don't think Nucius's cursed ring quite Oh, yes. Just kidding. Nucius's cursed ring is a unique item. Makes it to the UESP and everything. So we'll be holding on to it anyway. We won't be selling it because, you know me, I'm a unique item hoarder. And that's our first one. So here's Nucius's cursed ring. Cast when used, damage health 10 points on self, fortify athletics 5 points for 60 seconds on self. So it's a pretty shitty curse, but you'll notice it's valued at exactly 100, so we won't be able to sell it for what we bought it for, but it's more about completing the quest than anything else. While I'm here, let's eyeball the Iron Shard Axe. It's the first axe we found. It's two-handed. You can see it's meant to chop. It does fine slashing. Thrusting is the weak move. Cast when strikes, frost damage 0 to 7 points. So there you go. Now, with Nucius, the next time we exit and re-enter the cell, Vodunius Nucius will be gone from the game.
A tourist.
So, we got a fucking crowd of people outside
My time is precious, so make it...
Eldefire's house. So what I'm going to do now, and I'll do it off screen so you don't have to watch me save scum, is I'm going to pick the locks on Eldefire's house and Fargoth's house, these two level 25s. And Fargoth's house, because it's so close to the Silt Strider and because it's unoccupied, is actually going to become my first very temporary base of operations. And I do mean very temporary. But it'll do for a while. So I will be back after those two locks are picked. See you. Done and done. Took maybe 20 minutes, so it wasn't too bad. Anyway, all those locks are now unlocked or sprung or whatever. So let's do two more things. First, let me run back to Ariel, barter with him. Need to keep all of these. Need to keep all of our ingredients. So really, what do I have that he can take? Really, just the travel lanterns and the silverware cup at the moment. Yeah, so it goes. What are you?
To be sure.
What are you gonna do? All right. Next, let's run in here. I'm going to the Senses and Excise to that safe bed because I do not want to get attacked prior to getting all my health back. Beds can be used to rest in public buildings. Press T to rest when out in the wilderness. So this bed is safe. Should have no problem resting until healed. You get an autosave when you rest. We still can't go directly out that way. We've rested in the safe bed now. Let me do two more things. Well, let me do one more thing off screen.
Greetings and salutations.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Oh no, we don't need...
Precious, so make it quick.
We don't need to be off screen for this. I don't know what I'm thinking. So, let's head to Fargoth's house. Head inside. And let's start looting. First of all, everything that's not nailed down, my usual pattern. There's nothing really noteworthy in here. Sorry, there we go. Had to do a little typing. Alright, let's clear the table. Check the baskets. It's where ingredients usually hide. Fargoth has some salt rice. That's cool. There's a book there called I'm My Own Grandpa. You will only find that if you have the official Entertainers plugin. Here's the liquor cabinet. 12 times 5 is way more than I can carry. I can carry 6 of these Mazdas at the moment, so I will grab that. I can carry the Shine. I can carry something that weighs 1 pound, like a cup. Alright, let's go visit Ariel again. Need to keep our fatigue up. One thing I do like a lot about Morrowind and Oblivion that they took away from you in Skyrim is the ability to craft wherever instead of having to find a station. And it is what it is. Alright. Give you some Flynn, all the Mazda, the Shine, keep the ingredients, you can have all the clutter, alright, let's make that sale. Let's go back and loot the rest of Fargoth's house. We've, of course, got the rest of the liquor. That's thing 1. We can carry 1 green glass. And actually, almost missed the bottles on the floor. I'm holding on to them, but not using them right now. I'm going to put the iron shard axe. I meant to put it on the table. And Nuccius's cursed ring and the iron dagger out on the table here. That'll get me some carry weight for sure. Alright. Get the other green glass, the other floor bottle, and here's the book I'm My Own Grandpa, which of course exists as part of the Entertainers plugin. Let's go take it off my list and read it. I'm My Own Grandpa by Gaeldol, the funniest wood elf ever. Why did the dark elf cross the road? How many orcs does it take to light a torch? Depends. Is an orc doing the counting? What is green and hops and sizzles on lava? An orc acrobat. If a wood elf mime falls in a forest, who cares? If you drop a Khajiit head first from a great height, will it land on its feet? Not if you cut off the feet first. Yeah, it's a little weird. But there it is. So we'll take that, and now we can sell everything we've got to Ariel. Then I'm going to off-screen another alchemy session with all the ingredients we got around Seyda Neen. I'll be back when that's done. You may have I'm my own grandpa. And you may have all of the liquor. Alright, good. I'm going to wait for my fatigue to recharge, and then I am going to do another alchemy session, just like the last one I showed you. Just make whatever I can and sell the results to a reel. So I will be right back. Alright, that one took about 40 minutes, but it was worth it. I gained 4 ranks to alchemy that time around, so we're up at 20 now, which is pretty awesome. So let's sell these potions to a reel right quick. And if he runs out of gold, that's perfect, because he still has things I need to stock up on anyway. You can already see how powerful a moneymaker this is, and trust me, we are at the low end in terms of potion quality and everything else. Good. So he's almost out, so let's get ourselves... What? What do you think? I don't need any more of this stuff. Let's get... hammers. Let's buy all of his repair hammers. We're still coming out 275 gold ahead. That's awesome. Alright, now we're getting close to the point where I feel like we should end this video, because we've actually done a lot. Oh, what the heck.
Please, madam, I am at your service.
Do one more thing. That is, let's buy the probe. And if I can find them, let's buy the lockpicks. There we go. Wonderful. Now, if I upgrade to a journeyman's lockpick, and in fact I'm even going to replace the apprentice's lockpick in my hotkey, can I open a level 30 lock? That's my question.
There is someone watching me, I can tell.
So here we are, level 30. Yes, I can open it. So, I was just kidding about this being the last thing. I am going to off-screen picking a lock on Vodunius Nucius and be back as soon as that's done. Alright folks, that part is over now.
Go ahead,
Let's
stranger.
head to Fargoth's house, our temporary home base, and let's just do a quick inventory of what we should be carrying. So I've got Nucius's Cursed Ring, the Iron Dagger, and the Iron Shard Axe waiting here, as well as my Netch Leather, Ash Yam, and Comberry. Those would be my, what's the word I'm looking for? My, Restore Magicka and Fortify Intelligence ingredients that I'm saving. So, now that we have a base, we can keep the other ingredients stashed here as well. If you're wondering why I'm leaving stuff on the table, that's because even if a cell resets and the containers process out, anything that you put out in the world in the open like this will stay intact. So in that bizarre little way, you actually do have infinite storage. So our spare thief tools, I'll keep that apprentices that's partway used. don't need to carry more than one probe. I'm going to carry all of these hammers, because I think they'll be useful. Now, I'm going to make an anchor save, and I'm going to rest however many times I need to until a Dark Brotherhood assassin attacks me. It's going to be ugly.
You Inma.
As you can see, this is not going to be easy. And this is the easiest version. I think he's got a silver dagger and maybe a couple of throwing stars. I tell you what, though, it would be smart to try and get out of his way. So let me get on the bed to rest. Try that out.
Your wounds are great.
He carries a single carved ebony dart. And if he manages
I have you.
to hit us with that first attack, we just get oh, this is glorious. This is perfect. See? Hell, we can chop him to death. Oh, so much for that. Damn, I was so happy when he was stuck. Alright, well. Alright. We still need to kill him quickly, obviously. So, go ahead and thrust. Use your better attack. Fuck. Damn it. I was going to say what I should probably do is some quick saving while he's still stuck as I score hits on him. Oh, got too close. It's alright though. Frankly, I don't know how this could have turned out better. Spears at 31. That's awesome. Shit, 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 fuck, fuck, shit. Oh, man. Got him. Your journal has been updated. All right. So, let me make some notes on this first. Alright, I'm just keeping track of my skill increases. You'll give me one moment. Alright, I think we're done now. So, first things first, let's check our journal. An attempt was made on my life as I tried to rest. I do not know who wishes me dead, but the attack should probably be reported to a guard. Well, sure. But, before we do that, a couple of things. And if you see, if we go to our quests, we now have Dark Brotherhood attacks. So we've started all three main quests, Blood Moon, Tribunal, and the base game Morrowind. Let's just get in position to search this assassin. He's got a silver dagger, which we definitely want, as well as the full suit of Dark Brotherhood armor. Now, I still want to raise unarmored before I raise light armor, but unarmored doesn't have any effect unless you have at least one piece of light armor equipped. So we might as well use the lightest piece, which is a tie between the boots, any of the pauldrons, and either of the gloves, and the helmet. So, yes, but before we do that, we need to repair everything. So, let me go off screen to repair stuff and be right back. Well, I haven't repaired everything yet, but things are going to wind up being cut short. So let me get to where all I'm doing is off-screen repairs, so I can end the video and then do the off-screen repairs at my leisure. Let's go ahead and report the attack to a guard, as
Let's hear it.
instructed. You say you've been attacked by assassins? From your description, it sounds like the work of the Dark Brotherhood. I'm not sure who you angered, but stay away from me. I suppose this should be officially reported, though. Speak to Apelles Matius in Ebonheart about this matter. Your journal has been updated. Apelles Matius. He's recently arrived from Cyrodiil. You'll likely find him inspecting the grounds at Ebonheart. Background. I am an Imperial Guard. Dark Brotherhood. Scum, all of them. If they're after you, friend, you'd better find yourself some help, or write a will, or both. Firemoth. Do not speak of it. Do not go there. Only the legions of the dead guard the walls now. Guard. Guards keep the peace and chase down criminals. Each district has its own guards. Legion troopers in Imperial districts, Ordinators in Temple districts, Redoran, Lalu, and Telvanni guards in their own Great House districts. Guards collect fines and compensation, or drag you off to prison if you can't pay. Fines and compensation. That's how we punish crimes in Morrowind. We collect fines and compensation is paid to the injured party or his kin. Don't pay the fine, then do hard labor. Imperial Legion, join the Imperial Legion, latest rumors, little advice. I've never seen a successful adventurer who didn't carry a couple of divine intervention scrolls with him on long expeditions. 2 reasons. Emergency exit, and it lets you move a lot more loot than you can carry on foot, and faster goes without saying. Little secret. Don't carry those cheap armorer's hammers around with you. Hammers are dead weight. Buy them and use them on the spot. If you're a short blade specialist and you like to travel light, it's often cheaper to own and carry backup weapons. Solstheim, we've heard. Alright, journal. A guard has told me that my attackers were likely members of the Dark Brotherhood and that I have been targeted for assassination. He suggests I speak with Apelles Matius in Ebonheart for more information. Fair enough. The only other thing to do before we start really clearing out interior cells is I only have one thing I actually want to sell to Ariel right now, and that is this old iron dagger. It's useless to me now in light of the silver dagger, because the silver dagger, as you can see, does identical damage, but is capable of hurting normal weapon-resistant enemies. So there's truly no reason to hold on to the iron dagger anymore. It's dead weight. Let's sell it off. And now I'm going to go off-screen and end this installment. So I guess I'm not really just going off-screen. I am, but this is going to be the end of the installment too. We are I'm going to repair the all the gear I've got. So the Dark Brotherhood armor, his silver dagger, and my iron halberd. And then I'll discuss what I'm doing about armor and what I'm doing next time. But before I leave town and start exploring, we still have interior cells to check out, all these houses that we unlocked and the ones that started out unlocked. So that's what we'll be about next time, but now we have some armor. We're really, really close to being ready to actually adventure. So this has been Let's Play Morrowind. Like I said, just off screen I'm going to repair my gear. If armor does go up, I'll let you know. And I will see you next time for some more robbery before we start adventuring properly. Until then, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my videos, please consider clicking an ad, liking, sharing, or subscribing. Any or all of which really help me out. Regardless, please know that I really appreciate the time you spend watching, and hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.